they will say, fake it to make it. I'm not saying you should fake it. But
I believe in fake it to make it, actually.
What I'm saying, you need to look good.
Yeah.
That goes back to the dressing.
Yeah.
That we're
Not, you
talking
need to
about.
look good, but look good nicely.
Modest way.
So go to places like my pastor, Pastor Paul Adefarasin, will say, see, you don't need to have the money in this world for you to be connected with powerful men.
True.
Look nice, even though it is one pure bottle water you want to take.
Yeah.
Take it, go to this fine, good restaurant that you know that big men will come there.
Yeah.
See, while they were passing, stay in a strategic location whereby you, even yourself, the way you will be sitting there, cross your leg and do like at least 4 minutes. So when you stand up to approach them, they say, oh, okay, I saw you when I was coming. Two people. So you need to look nice.
When we started, we will make small money. We'll put that money back on education. Education is they say if you think education is expensive, try ignorance.
Right.
If you try ignorance, you'll be in darkness. And you will not even come out.
Welcome to another fantastic episode. Like, I am so excited because the 2 episodes we've had, the feedbacks I've been getting is simply amazing. And I really thank you guys for really engaging and loving what we're doing. Now, today we're talking about something quite exciting because you know that we bring you the very best topics. We're talking about branding. And you all know that branding is a very important factor for not just even a business, for a personality as well. Because if you have a bad branding, you can take a business from 100 to 0. And that's why today we'll be talking about branding in real estate as a realtor and also as a developer. Of course, I'm not doing this alone. My name is Ria Abdul, but you know that I always have my girl right here with me, Sarah Smiles.
Thank you, Ria. I'm your favorite celebrity dread girl, Sarah Smiles Omokoya Adike. And it's such a warm pleasure to co-host this session with the delectable Ria. Thank you very much.
How you doing? How you doing today?
So good. You look so good today.
I always look good, I know.
I know,
But we're not doing
right?
this alone. You know, we always bring you the very best when it comes to guests. And today I have 2 dignitaries, like I want to say, right here with us. It's not our former guest, so we're going to keep the bag. But let me let you guys know. So I'll just let you guys know who our guest is. And we're very excited to have them. So we have Dr. Aspire Tony Kolawole. I got his name right.
Yeah.
And he is the president BRG and also MD Tribitat. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited to have you.
Thanks.
And the man in blue, we have Mr. Gbenga Adeleke. He is the COO Tribitat Real Estate and also the co-founder of BRG. You're close to me, so high five. Nice to have you here. Tony, how are you doing?
You look so good, yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
I want to know how your morning was like before you got here.
Wow. Today I woke up very early, around 6 a.m.
Is there any day you don't wake up early? Sorry.
Because normally I wake up, that's around time I wake up.
Okay.
Between 5 and 6, even if I sleep 2 o'clock, it's like my body has been adjusted that I can't wake up 8
Beyond
a.m.
6.
It will be that 6.
Yeah.
So I woke up, did my prayer
Okay.
normally, then meditate, as a leader in the real estate sector and a leader in my family, I have to communicate and get some rhema from God before going out every day. So
Okay.
that is what I do daily. So meditation, that is what that keeps me going.
Okay.
Every
Yes,
day.
I was expecting if you worked out as well.
I actually never knew that.
I work out 4 times in a week.
No,
But
it's still
today,
better.
I
At least,
could
no.
not do
Because I
today.
used to
Okay.
tease our former guest, Chief Coach. It shows in you that you work out. So let's let him be.
That's true,
I think
that's
he actually
true.
does work
That's
out. Well, Mr. Gbenga, also thank you for joining us.
Thank you so
If there's
Thank you.
anything that they take out of your morning routine that's going to worry you, what's it going to be?
I'll say coming to the office. Actually,
Is he saying the truth?
coming to the office, or it's either you meet me in the office or you meet me at the site. I'm always in between these 2 places, and always sleep late. I always sleep late. That's kind of I wouldn't know. That's my nature anyway. I don't sleep till maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I also wake up late. Very early in the morning.
Okay.
rather.
Okay. All right, that's good. So we're talking about branding today, and over the years, we've seen what you all have done with your company. We've seen how amazingly well you have held it down when it comes to branding. So before we even go into the nitty-gritty of all of that, I'd like to ask you something, and I know that we've discussed about it a long time ago, when you spoke about the branding of your driver. It was such a profound story, for me, because I feel like sometimes, you can be a driver and just be a driver, but you can be a driver and have the attitude of a king. So I just want you to share that story with me before we even go deep into branding for realtors and also developers.
Okay, my former driver, which is Nii. When the guy came to work with me, he came just with a t-shirt and trouser. But when he started living with me, he now said that this is what my boss liked doing. My boss liked dressing well, looking smart every time. I just noticed that within 1 week that he started working with me, I never tell him. You know, they say monkey see, monkey do. So he saw me and he followed suit. And he was dressing to his point that he was even dressing more than me. That people will not be asking, is he your driver? Or so now they'll be asking, who is the driver? Who is the that is it. Because anywhere we go, if I'm putting on white, he will put on white, he will start his white and the rest. So that really helped him because he did not just see himself as a driver. He came into a real estate company and he was getting clients because of the way he dressed. People are they easily approach him because he's attracting people to himself. In no time, he was making many millions. He just called me one day and said, "Sir, I want to quit driving and I have a company."
Yeah.
So now he's a realtor in the real estate sector.
Joking.
So one thing about life is the way you dress is the way people will address you.
Yeah.
The way you dress determine how people will want to assimilate with you, how people want to be attracted to you. So it really affects a lot of our lives, how we dress, and how we come out.
And you see, the thing is that branding is not just about a company; it's about a personality too, as well. Like I said earlier, but you wanted to say something.
And I think it's everything in life. I believe in perception so much, and the right mentality. I think I know this guy very well, and when he started with him. And at a point, we started asking him, please, who is the boss and who is the driver? And you know one thing about the guy, virtually everywhere we go to, he's always available, he's there with us. You know, at a point, he likes sitting with us, even when we are doing some kind of sensitive meeting, so that he can actually hear one or two things that he can actually work on. So it has nothing to do with your person per se. It has something to do with your mindset and mentality as a person. So I think he was able to leverage on that. And today, he's doing well. He has his own car.
I hope he brought money to him. Did he bring money to you to say
He brought money. The first time he brought a client, the client bought 6 plots of land.
That's beautiful.
He's really doing good.
I think this is a story that should just get you to stand up on your feet and know what you're doing with your life. Because once the day you told me the story, it was just really beautiful.
There is even one time we want to do for a photo shoot, for a branding shoot for our company.
It was part of
because we cannot take him out. It was part of it. And people are looking, Mr. Tony, your driver. I say, all of us, we snap. If we look our old picture, we see some that we have like 7 people, everybody standing, putting on good clothes. The driver was part of that picture.
No, that deserves
that was our picture.
That's really amazing. But let me go to you as a developer. In Lagos, Nigeria, you've done a lot of works. You are in process of doing a lot of works. How do you think branding plays a great role, with what you do?
In every business you do, branding is very, very important. But before you get to branding itself, there are some certain things that I believe that you need to get right from the onset. And when you get those things right very well, you can swift into action immediately, and that will help you a lot. We have a lot of companies out there that people just see, but you wouldn't know what has gone into that brand as a company. And what are these things? You need to have a clear vision and mission. In every industry, we have a lot of people that, we have the player, we have the people that are just coming into the business, we have people that are making money from the business, and we have people that are actually there in the business to make an impact. So you need to understand out of these things, which particular area do you want your brand to focus on? So when you understand this perfectly well, you will be able to know that, okay, the vision and the mission of my brand is this and this.
Okay.
So when you get that clearly, then you can now say, okay, this is what I have. Then the next thing you need to do, again, as a brand, is to make sure that, okay, what kind of customer do I want to attract? So we call it customer focus. What kind of customer do I want to attract? So this and this will give you the clear understanding and knowledge about how you can go about your branding, so that your branding will now determine the kind of client, the kind of customers that will attract, your brand will attract and bring in to serve the purpose.
But for you, was it difficult building that kind of brand?
It wasn't really difficult for us, because before we even ventured into a proper real estate development brand, we did what we call market research.
Okay.
Market research in the sense that, we are coming into the space, and at the same time, you, in one way or the other, you are coming to compete.
Because there are a lot of competitors.
Yes, you are coming to compete with the people already established in the industry, and you don't want it to look like, okay, you are competing with them directly, like you are competing with them directly, and you really want to do something different from what they are doing, and that is where I think our concept comes into our brand. That okay, we build to last. We actually discovered that when you talk about the mass construction aspect of the brand, we have a lot of people occupied in that space already. Yeah. When you talk about what's the other thing? The technology of the real estate, some people will tell you, okay, they are there, they are the king in that aspect. And that's okay, look, if we want to do mass construction at the same time, we must be able to promise people quality houses
and deliver it.
And deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was where our slogan came in from. That okay, we build to last. And when you go to any of our projects, when you get to the site, you definitely see the sign that this is a good construction in terms of the structure, in terms of the quality from the outside, and the durability. So now, don't forget that inside you need to have a clear vision and statement. So when you check the vision and statement of Tribitat and our core values, we have durability there, we have quality construction there, we have timely delivery there. Yeah. So you must be able to understand this aspect. So these are the things that will form your own vision, your goals and core values as a company. Yeah. So that will not determine who will patronize you, who are the clients that you want to attract from the market space.
Yeah, and you all have successfully delivered on so many projects. Yeah. But are there challenges in any way that you faced between then and now?
And in every business there is challenges. As far as you have your goal, you know what you want to achieve. Mm-hmm. So no matter the challenges that are coming, you must find way to be able to do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. As those challenges are coming, you have to go back to your drawing board and look at what you can do. There are a lot of times that we encounter those challenges. There was even one time, you remember the video that we did last time when we did that video?
Oh, okay.
We were talking about how the property that we bought, the people that we bought from, they were owing this money. And we know, but we have already agreed with them that this money, as we are paying you, solve your own part. But they, on their own hand, they did not do that. So, and they collected those property and it affected us. But because of our brand word that we have, our vision, our core value, we believe that all our clients, none of them will lose their money. So we have to go back to the drawing board. We rebought those property, and we are giving those clients back their land. So many companies, you will see them, small thing will happen to them. Maybe, though I will not call it small thing, every company have what they term small. Yeah. So they will you see them, they will pack their bags and baggage, they will run, they will jump back to another country. So they are running from those, but one day, when they are in their 60s, they want to come back to Nigeria. Those things that they ran away from in Nigeria, they will come and meet it. So, but we don't want to do like that. Everything that we do, we make sure that our clients, because they bought hard-earned money, they put it into projects that we are doing. We don't want them to lose. So it's still part of branding. So that is our brand word, that we build to last, but none of our clients will lose their money. Yeah. Instead of you losing, you will be making money. ROI will be coming to you.
Okay, Richard.
Can I actually build on that?
Yes, please.
Let me buttress on what Aspa has said, and we are having so many challenges, even because we are still building. You can't run away from your challenges. So your ability to stay put and conquer your challenges is what makes you a great brand.
Yes.
You see this story as far as was briefly talked about. It was like when the whole thing happened.
I know
like,
the story.
you know the story, right? It was like, when the whole thing happened, we're like, what do we do? You see, on that deal, we lost almost 300 or something million naira on that day, and we didn't run away because we were there to face the challenge
And that's
say, okay,
our first major
and that's our first major development.
Okay, but I want to know for people watching it, when that happened, what was the first thought? I know that we always want to be optimistic and everything, but what was the first bad thought that came to your mind when that happened? Did you ever, no, I know you didn't run away, but did you ever think about that?
No.
You didn't even have the idea?
No.
Because in our mind, we have a company that we want to build, and that company is a company that will even outlast us. So if any challenges come, because of that mindset that we want our company to outlast us, that even when we are dying, our company will still be there, the brand will continue. So none of that thing will come in your mind that you want to leave. So
Do you remember, like I said, before anything, you need to understand what you are coming to do in the industry. Yeah. It is when you understand your vision, mission, and core values is like your route towards anything you do. Now it is like you going towards you are going towards mainland now, or you are going to, let me say, Ilorin, for example. Ilorin has route. You can just enter the road and say, okay, you are driving anyhow to Ilorin without you knowing where you are following. So, like every other people will see on the road that you are driving, they also driving to their own destination. So we both have our different destinations at which we are going towards, right?
Yeah.
So this was exactly what actually guided us. When it happens, what we did was like go back to the drawing board and see that, okay, we have these receivables outside, we have XYZ amount of money outside, so this alone cannot even save us out of this. So what do? We try to source for fund outside to acquire the property back.
So that was the first thought.
That was the initial first thing. We actually need to communicate with our guys. There's a particular someone that he might not want me to mention his name on this and this thing, that actually came through for us.
no, we don't
Don't worry, he wouldn't want me to mention his name. He's one of our partners, and he has always been there for us. As a developer, there's no how you will not have one or two challenges, but you must understand that you need to deliver to clients as you've promised. When you understand this part, you will know that customers are very, very important for you to deliver. And even though your secondary or your primary aim is to get money at the end of the day, it will definitely come. Yeah. But you have to do the needful for clients to be happy with you and to trust you with their fund, to give you more fund to build for them.
All right. And we know that as a developer, you cannot just work alone. Of course, you need people to work. How do you now choose the right people with the right brand? Because sometimes you may have a perfect brand, but the person you associate yourself with can bring that brand down. So does it have to do with like just normal intelligence, or is something that over time you have built to know that, okay, this person will dirty my brand and this person will sustain my brand?
In life, when you are doing anything, because of how you have built yourself up and how you've grown over the years in what you do, when you meet somebody for the first time, you will say, this person, I'm doing business with this person. This person, I'm not doing business with this person. There is one man, I've not met him one-on-one before, but because I don't, every time that they talk to me about the man, I think is Mr. Gbenga, we talk about this. I said, this person is not even doing his work. He's not doing his work well. I used to believe that the person is not doing his work and this and then. When I met him, the first day I met him, which was like last week. No, last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
So I met him that last week. I just say, no, this is the person that we need to go with.
Wow.
Really?
Among all the people that we have been doing this with.
What changed?
So what changed is I'm hearing from not him. I'm hearing from, though he's saying what the person is doing, but me, I'm believing that the person is not doing. But when I heard from him, and I see this, the
zeal and the way they approach things and the way you communicate and the rest.
When you take that thing, that business you are doing with him, when you take it to make sure that the thing is successful, I met him and he now explained himself. I said, wow, this is the person we are doing business with. Then and it now been confirmed again from another person that I met again that is also working for, that's also doing this business. In real estate, we have a whole lot of people that you need, because real estate is not just selling maybe clothes or something. Real estate people they're harding money that they work for, all their life savings they used to put in. Somebody from abroad want to buy property from you, it's giving you 150 million, giving you 200 million. He has not even seen you before. So we have to be very careful on everybody that we do business with, so that we will not lose, because we've been burnt. How will I say that?
Exactly.
Before. So now everything that we do, we did not just go into. We are three of us doing things. If one person want to go this way, the other two say, no.
Come back.
You're not looking this thing.
There's fire there.
By the time you two now look to that thing well, you not say, it's true. So that's why, from your question now, you are asking that if we meet people, how do we deal with them? So anybody that we've done business with in the past, and that person has done this, we know that integrity is not there. We don't do business with it. It's even in the scripture they say, with an angry man you should not go. It's, I think, in Proverbs or something like that. But it's not only about that angry. A lot of things you will see.
Someone is greedy.
You will see. You will know from when you are talking to that person. That value must come outside. That value, if the value is not it, if that value is there, you will know from the first meeting.
And I'm just happy that we get to have conversations like this, for people that want to get into real estate, because you all serve as big role models to, a lot of people that want to get into the business. So it's just beautiful that we get to talk about issues like this. So now you know that number one thing is, if you're talking to somebody and the person is greedy, at that point you already know that I can't let this person stain my brand. But Dr. Tony, you sit as president of the BRG and all of that. I want you to tell me, in talking about realtors now, let's go to realtors, because realtors is another really important factor when you talk about real estate. You need them to sell the house. Without them, the houses will be there. So talking about branding for realtors as well, how does this work? How can you build like a reputable brand for yourself as a realtor? That people will trust you, that people can say, okay, I can go through this person.
Okay, let me take it back to when we started. In 2015, we got into real estate. The first thing that I did, and which my partner too did when we started, was that we don't want to just be like the normal agent that you see outside. You know how agents behave. Most of them are not straightforward.
Definitely not.
Yes, so we look at it that we don't want to be like this. So we will do research on our own. We'll be doing research on our realtors in UK, how they dress, how they talk, all those things. We start doing those search on YouTube. We'll go to YouTube, we'll learn. Instead of sleeping, we'll be learning. And we still have inspection the following day, but you will make sure that we are learning. So the branding as a realtor is very, very important. Because if you are there, you are just doing your business anyhow. I was talking to a realtor yesterday. The person say, I've tried. My Instagram is this. I go to inspection. I say, you've still not gotten it. You've still not gotten it.
So how do they get it?
So for us, what we did, as we started that time, we look at people that are making it in the industry. People. For me, what I did, there's a guy they call Ikena. I mentioned the name. Okay. So
I like it when they're bold and they let us know the names.
Ikena has been doing real estate before I started, and I was looking for somebody to look and that would be my mentor. I went to his inbox on Facebook. I said, I would like to learn from you. I would like to be like you. And I said, okay, come and meet me so place. He gave me an address. He gave me that I should come for 8 o'clock. I got there around 7. From the mainland, I got there. From there, I was looking at him, the way he dressed, the suit. That he was waiting for clients. Yes, he was waiting for clients to come. And there's a client I want to buy a property of 35 million. I said, wow, 35 million. Me, I've not even sold a property of 500,000. So it was not the one putting me through. But me, I now went back to learn more on how to dress, how to talk, when you are talking to clients, or the question, it's not every time you will be talking. Let the client talk. Let the client do 80% of the talking. This is all part of the brand we're talking about. 80% of the talking that your own is from what that person said, you know how to now answer him with 20%.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you will see yourself closing deals easily than just you arguing with the client. Client will tell you that place there is water there. You say, no water now. I think I was there yesterday. I was in that place yesterday.
Yeah.
There's no water there. There's a way you see answer him on that for him to understand, and you will not look wow. I've been dealing with other realtors, but the way you do yours is different. So it even happened that we don't have an office that time. A developer saw us and said, wow, you guys are doing well. I love the way you guys, you remind me of realtors in America, realtors in this thing. Just say, I have an office that is empty, just like this now. Come and occupy. He gave us an empty office. We brought our seats.
This one I've not heard. This is actually the grace.
So we brought our seats. Gbenga, me, chief coach, and Ulisa, 4 of us. We are just in that place. That is where we start closing our deal before we now got our office at Ikota. So from every business is great. From when you are starting that business, every business is great that is greatly pursued. The way you pursue that business matters.
Yeah.
The way you are taking that business, see yourself as the CEO when you are starting it. See yourself as the CFO, Chief Financial Officer. So the way you see yourself is what will finally happen to you. We are calling ourselves billionaire. We're branding ourselves
When you don't
billionaire.
have 1,000 naira in the account.
And now, are we not the billionaires that we are calling ourselves?
Blow your
So
trumpet.
it is what you call yourself that you finally become.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And again, sorry, you see, branding, it's also goes this way. As a realtor, aside from what I said, as a realtor, you must understand how to dress properly. Because I think the another problem that a lot of realtors or the challenges, whatever you call it, the problem that they are going through is that they might not know is how they dress to clients. Because the way people see you is the way they will address you.
Sure.
So when you dress properly and you look okay, people will be willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
And they can address you properly. But when you are not dressing properly, there are some realtors that when they are going on inspection, they just wear all these slippers and this. And you say, where are you coming from? I took a client to this. But why are you dressing this way?
This way.
Do you get?
Yeah.
No, you have to, as in, you have to be
Dress
okay.
smart.
You have to be okay.
You have to look
Very
the
you have
smart.
to look the part. I think that's the word.
Do
You
you
have
get?
to look the part.
By the time client sees you, there was this particular realtor that I think sometime ago, probably as far as I remember, this realtor was coming to meet a client at Ikota, at Mega Chicken in Ikota. And the client was really shouting at that realtor, you've wasted my time, you've done this, you've done that. That lady was just saying, sorry, I'm sorry, sir, I'll be there shortly, I'll be there. I'll be there shortly. No, the moment the lady got there, she came down from her car and she approached the man. The moment the man saw her, the whole thing changed immediately.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, sorry, my dear.
Wow.
From wasting my time,
Time, yeah.
To being
Do
calm.
you understand? That is the power of your dressing. That is what you can,
How
how you appear.
You dress like the money your clients
exactly,
want to
and
pay.
that's going to take me to this next thing I want to speak about. There's a difference between dressing nice, okay, looking the part, and looking overly the part, okay. I'm just going to go there right now. Over the years, okay, you know where I'm going to. He's smiling. Over the years, we've seen a lot of female realtors overdo it. And I'm happy that we have men here, so they'll give us their own perspective about it.
Exactly.
You know, when it comes to real estate and women, there are so many things that goes, there's the nitty-gritty that goes on. Like Chief Coach said, the women sell, the men buy, okay? There's a notion about curvy ladies selling properties, using the curviness, using what they have to get what they want, okay? General, I just want to get your perception as men. Do you think that really works?
Okay.
Oh, do you want, okay.
Okay,
Let him go, then you drop yours.
This is what I have to say about that. I don't really, me as a person, I don't really believe in that.
Okay.
As a person. And every other person might believe on that, but me, personally, I don't believe in that. Because when you check out some people on the BRG platform as a whole, and they tell you, they give you figures of what they've done throughout the year, and you look at them, some of them might not even look other, at the end of the day. And so, and you that you have the body, you have everything,
Yeah.
at the end of the day could not even match them in terms of sales.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? Do you get?
Yeah.
So and again, see, you don't necessarily sell your body to sell your body before you make sales.
Yes.
So if you are with somebody today and the person close a deal of 10 million naira, will you go and sleep be with another person? Let me permit you to use it that way.
Yeah.
Be with another man tomorrow. You give another 10 million
10 million
naira.
naira.
Next tomorrow. How long will you going to do that?
It's sustainable.
But I believe that as a realtor, you must understand what actually works well for you.
Yeah.
We have some old women in PRG, and they are even doing extremely good than we youth.
They are doing billions.
Yeah.
Billions in sales.
Yeah.
Than we younger guys and younger ladies. We want to tell me that kind of mama, you go and, no.
Mama.
Do you understand? So you must
Yeah.
actually understand that there are some things that might not work well for you that works for others.
Yes.
Now, online business works well for some people,
Yeah.
very, very well. There are some people that will tell you they are not an online
They're
person.
offline.
Yeah.
They just want
Their
to
own is
Traditional.
their offline.
Physical.
They won't face me
Yeah.
and face you. They can kill a lion. When they face a lion, they can kill a lion in transaction. Do you get? But in a situation whereby you have to be, I don't really believe on all of that,
Okay.
and I believe that if
Yeah.
you must do, it's not going to last
It will
forever.
not last. But
Have you seen
have you
one
seen the
before?
recent skits that we see? When we see skits now, even when people are making jokes about it, the first thing we see before a girl talks about real estate is the big ass. Let's be honest, Mr. Gbenga.
Okay.
Let's be honest,
I want to
Mr.
say that.
Gbenga.
Have you encountered one before?
I know the challenge. One of the challenges that we are now having in the real estate sector now is because everybody now wants to be a
Want to sell
realtor,
real estate.
want to sell real estate, and now when you have a sector or an industry that the entry is very porous like that, these are the things that, of course, you experience part of these things that everybody believes that there's money, there's huge money in real estate, and most especially during the COVID-19 period, whereby everybody was at home, no going outside, no one is doing practically doing anything, and that was the period at which a lot of people actually came into the real estate space, because the only industry, or one of the few industry that was doing great then
real estate.
was
It's
real estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of people actually came into real estate, even those that understand the business and those that did not understand came into the business. So it became something that
every
you
time
have to
they can
use.
carry.
Yeah, you have to use what you have
Get
To
what
get
you want.
to get what you want, which is not supposed to be so.
Sure.
So that's what I have to say about that.
Drop it.
So I remember during the COVID that I was talking to a client from America. So he now told me that he want to buy a house in Ikota here. He now called me inside Megamon. He now called me that the wife will be coming. That I should take the wife to the place and the rest. When the wife came, the wife did not even dress. You know how somebody taking care of the children at home and the rest. The husband is in America. As this lady came, as I appear me, I dressed like a king. I was putting on my white native and I put this cap, this Ogun State cap. This
Yeah.
that cap. So as we got to the place, the woman was driving at the back, me I was in the front. As we got to the house, the person that owns the building that I want to sell, the person saw me. Say the person saw me coming out from my car. The person was buying an Igbo man that built the house, buying that, believing that I'm the client, that the lady is the realtor.
Wow.
So and I said, please meet my clients. I've been talking to you on phone because I'm not even seeing the man before. And I said, who is client? Who is the realtor? I said, I'm the client.
Yeah.
I'm the realtor.
realtor.
Yeah.
She is the client. But this woman, they bought the man and the woman loved the place and they bought the house.
They bought it.
They bought the house. So what I want to say is, dressing for us as realtor is very, very important. But what is happening now, we are not seeing ladies opening their bum, trying to. If you look at
Hit
the
the
video,
nail.
if you look at
Hit the nail.
if you look at the video that they do, they focus more on the
I will
ass.
see the ass before I see
And
the building.
They are not focusing on the assets. They are not focusing on the assets.
Yeah.
But they're focusing on the liability.
So,
But wait, but Mr. Tony,
I'm
okay.
still talking. So they say real men focus on assets, not on us.
Okay.
So
Don't leave me.
so as investor, the main thing that you should look at is the asset,
Not the.
Not the ass.
Not the asset at the back.
Not the
But let
asset.
me say something to you quickly. Do you think that over a period of time as well, the men have made the ladies do it more?
That's a very
No, see,
valid question.
we are having a podcast here. We are talking. We are gisting. Okay, so I want you all to be as truthful as you can be. Don't you think that the men have also encouraged this in one way or the other?
But I'll tell you something. If, as I said it before, if that is what the man wants, at the end of the day, once this man have what they want from you, they will not buy.
No, you arrest him now. After you promised me you will buy house.
No,
They might even buy it.
Did you sign anything? You say, no. The man will actually transfer money to the lady. So that transaction is over. We will not talk about the house anymore.
See, I think something.
I can't even leave. I can't even get my asset from somebody that is what, instead of you giving me the value of what you are selling, you are not giving me what you want to sell in your body for, so that you attract me to the house.
Okay, but why
So
do
I
we-
will look for realtors
Why do
that-
we hear stories that they
Some of
close
them-
the deals on the bed? Why do we hear those
Some of
stories?
them might even buy it, but there's no sustainability.
Yeah, some of these things might happen.
Yeah,
it might
happens,
happen that
actually.
at the end of the day, the transaction was closed. And
On the bed.
I'm not disputing that fact.
And she can even keep closing transactions.
But what I'm saying is, it's not going to last forever.
It's not last.
And something happened few months ago that with a realtor. I wouldn't want to delve into that more. But what really happened between the realtor and the client happens to be a particular this kind of young client too.
Okay.
And he picked interest in that lady because of the way she was displaying herself to him. Wow. And at the end, from the onset, the client had this plan of buying property from her. Worth, I think, 70 million naira worth of property from her. And at the same time, when they were communicating, interest changed. And to art, not to asset again. So the client switched interest, and when they were done, it became so difficult for that realtor to communicate with the client
Because emotion,
because
we enter into it, and
because
they will not buy
the
the
client has gotten something that replaced what he was supposed to get. The client now ended up buying from other realtor.
Okay.
So when this realtor got to know, she became angry.
But whose fault was it? Was she the one that started the...
He is the one that started.
How
So
can
in
it
the
be
first
the man's
place,
fault?
in the first place, even though if the man came to you and said, okay, this is what he wanted, if you had said, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that, it will go, right?
Yes.
But at the end of the day, he did something. He ended up not buying from you. Did you get? So who lost there?
At the end of the day, she lost. And I'm just happy that we're having these conversations. That's why it's the real talk, with BRG, because these things are happening over and over again. We see them happening. And I'm also liking the fact that you're stating, and people are listening, that you can also do that and not sell.
Yeah.
Of course.
I need people to understand it. I think this is what we are trying to nail on the wall for other realtors that want to come into the business. You're a young, beautiful girl. You want to go into real estate. You need to put it at the back of your mind that you can do that and still not
sell, no matter how big the deal is.
No matter how big the deal is. So it's just beautiful that we get to have these conversations. But quickly, we've also heard stories of men taking advantages of these ladies. Some of them that are even not doing that. Some of them that are well dressed and everything. Have you heard those stories?
Of course, many stories. Many.
So as a female realtor, what is that thing that, or let me just say, what is that one thing that you must have? It can be one, definitely, but what's that one most important thing that you must have to avoid this?
Yes, and to stand you out.
You mean for female
For
realtors?
females,
for
yes,
female
let's talk about
realtors.
females.
As a female realtor, we've actually made mention of some things that you need to dress properly. Don't dress in a way that men, not generally, we see things, even though you don't want to look at it the second time.
I like the way you say when we see
When
things.
we see things, you look at it and say, you take your eyes away, and at the same time, even when you're talking to the lady you're looking at her face, your mind, I see something. So your interest might be there.
Yeah.
You understand? So we must know how to present ourselves as a female realtors. That okay, this is how I want people to perceive me. This is what I want to be known. We've seen many realtors that they got married from the platform, even to their clients.
To the client.
Even to their client. Yes, I'm not saying this might not possible. It's
happening.
It's happening.
Yeah,
But we must also present ourselves that, okay, the person you are meeting for the first time, or maybe the person has bought property from you before, so you need to take your time to know this person, even though it's going to end in maybe marriage or whatever thing. But you as a realtor must understand that this is what I must do.
Yeah.
This is what is not okay for me as a realtor. So you have to be professional and you stand on it.
Yeah.
Another thing for the ladies is your product is very important. You have to know your product very well. See, when the lady come, maybe they've been talking on the phone and the rest, they now met. First meeting that person, you know that this person knows what he's doing. You know as the client. But when you now say, this one is not even good enough for be my this thing. This one is, some men have.
They have that.
They
Not some men. Men are generally very intelligent when it comes to that.
Men,
Or majority.
Majority men. So they apart from
Not some, all.
not all. So apart from that, they want to buy properties. They also have all those other things.
Yeah.
Maybe he has been maybe he has been set staff at home. And now say,
What an excuse.
This is switching from this is maybe I can get my property from another person. Let me use this one as a bedmate or something like that. So now as a realtor, you have to know your product very well. So that by the time you meet the person will even be afraid
to say that
say,
to you.
wow, this is
Yeah.
this is highly professional lady. She knows her product very well. She knows everything that I'm asking her. So the man will not even.
There will not be loopholes in the conversation.
For you to even say,
no.
So
So if
the
the man
onset, you already
intention,
know what
it
you
will be
want.
good intentions,
Yeah.
not just
not that.
To be intentions to marry you, maybe.
Yeah.
maybe.
yes.
Okay.
So-
okay, you can go.
Yeah, so I wanted to relate it back to the real estate development aspect regarding the SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. But I don't know if you still have more questions regarding the aspect before we move into that. Right? But then
Okay, then move into
that's amazing. So, what would you have to say for realtors and developers, right? So the question is being thrown out to the both of you. So you can go first, Mr. Gbenga, to explain the strength, the weakness from your story, from your perspective, and also to advise, female and male realtors out there, and also developers. So you for developer and him for the realtors, yeah.
Yeah, okay. If I could get a question very well. The strengths,
The
weakness,
opportunity, and threat.
and threats.
Yeah.
I would say that our own strength is marketing. Because that was how we started. We started
Online,
as
offline.
On both.
on both.
Okay.
I can tell you categorically that BRG happens to be the first brokerage firm that started the internet training for realtors
The first
on how
brokerage
to
firm.
make use of Facebook, LinkedIn, and what
Even
other
partner
platform
with Google,
partner with
partner with
Google
Google.
that brings people to train. So that is part of our own strength, and the opportunity we had there was like, okay, if people can be doing agency stuff, selling this that business that they don't really understand, some things that they don't really understand the in-depth of that transaction, how what if we can try to create a platform that will protect creators and make sure that whatever period they sell on the BRG platform, they will be protected and they are safe. So that was how we created the BRG platform as a brand, and ever since then, BRG has been doing fine. And what's the other one again?
Threats.
Threats.
Threat government.
The threat, what we actually faced, I think, was maybe 2 years ago or thereabouts, when there was this particular policy that was that the government actually passed across to the sector that actually affected every
Developer.
every both developers and
The realtors.
to the realtors. Of course, it affected some positively. When policies are being dished out like that, it affects you positively, it
Or
affects some people
negatively,
negatively. So we're able to try as much as possible to see how we can mend our ways and do the right thing. And here we are today again. And what other one?
Yeah, the strength, opportunity,
Yeah.
weakness, and threat. But what are the in the aspect of threats? Could you please share what the government passed across, if need be?
When you are doing the construction business, there are some rules that that you need to abide with.
Okay.
When you are building, most especially when you are doing mass production like that, mass construction, and there was a time that we paid a particular amount of money for approval, permit approval, building approval, and
Okay.
all of a sudden the price just goes up like that.
Wow.
And and you've sold your property to clients, you can't go back to them and say, Jack Robinson,
it's hundreds of millions.
And it's hundreds of millions. So we have to try our own effort to make sure that, okay, how do we do this? Just like one of the challenges we had in the past, and say, okay, look, what do we do? What do we do in this kind of situation? We just need to I've promised our clients, Evan and Net, that we are going to deliver this project to them, and those are the difficulties that developers face most time that clients are not seeing. So their own interest is they paid you, they want their house.
Yeah, but didn't it
for them.
affect you even at taking decisions? And how were you able to balance it? Because I'm sure there was inflation rise. So how were you able to rather balance it in a point where it didn't really affect you? Or even when it affected, how were you able to stand up back?
What we did, thank you for reminding me of that, most especially during COVID-19 period, whereby,
materials went
from maybe 200%. The price of iron, when we started Ambience 1, we started buying at I think 220,000 per ton. But all of a sudden, during COVID-19 period, we started buying at 470, 500, thereabout. Look at the margin. Cement, we started buying at 180, we started buying cement at 3,500, 4,000. So look at the margin, and you've sold your house at a particular house to clients.
Because we are building off plan. So
because we are building off plan.
Already sold
and you've sold. So what we will now need to do is, because we reserve some units that we didn't really sell out like that to people. We say, okay, what do we do? So the remaining one available for sales,
we sell at premium.
We sell at premium, so that at least we can
cover up with
this.
Developers, are you learning? Yeah.
Though you can't cover up 100% because you are selling at off-plan project, and that is the one reason why when you are selling at off-plan project, you also need to check it. It is very, very important for you as a developer. So off-plan can put you in shit if you don't know what you are doing. Can get you out of the market, and that is the more reason why there are some projects around, even around Ambience 1 now. We made some project on grant before we started our project in 2020. Those projects are still the way it is now.
Wow. They could not move. They sold
because they've sold,
and nothing they can do about
sold.
it.
Now FX, from I couldn't remember the exchange rate there. Has moved. Look at the exchange rate now. Now 70 to 75% of what we use in construction are being imported from abroad. So these are the things that affect construction business, most especially the off-plan project. So as a developer, if you are selling an off-plan project, you need to understand the market trend in terms of the prices of materials. Like, what do I do? Like the cement, for example, the tiles, the sanitary that we buy, iron and the rest. So what we do is, we've already know that a particular amount that will finish one unit. We say, okay, for example, if 50 million naira, 60 million naira is going to finish 2-bedroom terrace, you already know, we schedule it in our system that, okay, this particular amount of money will finish this project, and how many tons of iron will go in there to one unit, how many cement will go in there, how many cement will go in there. So the moment the price of cement goes up, of course, it affects your profit.
Calculation, yeah.
So you know that, okay, you need to increase your property with XYZ amount of money. So if you don't do all of that, there's no way you can be able to trace and be able to know when you peg your property at the right price, or you are selling at a loss.
Yeah.
And when you do all of that, it will actually help you through. And at the same time, as a developer, you must understand that you have to deliver at the end of the day.
I think that's like the key
That's the
factor.
You have to you have to deliver at the end of the day. So selling at off plan, you need to watch it because it's very, very important. Except maybe you have this readily available fund somewhere that you want to build 20 or 30 units of houses that you can just procure your materials.
Pricing is very important.
If you don't price well,
if you don't price well, you will do the.
So your profit starts from when you enter site, when you start that project. So if you don't get it right, it's going to backfire.
So many developers are in shit because of this. They can't even.
So you have to price well.
We have people that built 3 years ago. They can't deliver those estates. We met them.
And then you've passed them.
But
let's go back to branding. We're still talking on branding, and we want to talk about the BRG Academy.
Okay, the BRG Academy.
I know you are excited to talk about that. But I want to know, because over time, we've seen how well that also helps with branding as well, because you're teaching them, they are learning, and they're going out to be the best. But I want to know the concept behind it, first of all, because I don't know if I don't think that's the only we have in Nigeria. But I think that's what we hear about them. Tony's clearing his voice because this is where he's passionate about. I feel like I hear about the BRG Academy a lot than I hear about other academies and all of that. But I want to know, how has it been? Like, what was the concept, first of all? How did you guys come up with that? When did you know you wanted to do an academy?
Okay, I told you that when we started from learning. So this our business is all about you learning and earning at the same time. Learn, earn. So if you can come in and have that mindset, you will become successful. So we look at it that every of our realtors should have this higher learning, which is the BRG Academy. So we call it the citadel of learning for realtors. So we believe that if they don't learn, they say if they know better, they will do better. Yes, that is our belief. So that's why we know that is how we grow. So, and we believe that these realtors, they cannot grow if they don't learn. So we have to set up the BRG Academy, which is the Billionaire Realtors Group Academy, to train our realtors, train them on different in branding, train them of negotiation skills, train them on how to know the structure, or then the property that they are selling, the legal aspects, all those things, the etiquette and the rest, what to do and not what to do for you to become a successful realtor. So when we started, how many people do you have in the first set?
50. Oh, you still tried.
It was like 50.
Yeah.
50. Around that number. But now, if we are doing this, anytime we have our cohorts, I think we have done cohort 1, 2, 3. The fourth cohort is coming, which is in the first quarter of this 2024 that we are entering. So the last one, we have over 300 realtors that came. Some came from outside Lagos.
I know some from Ghana, actually. I know someone from Ghana that came.
So now we look at it that every one of them need to be trained. And what we are doing in BRG is we are giving back. The last training, I think we paid it as 100,000. But you know that on each student, we spend nothing less than 250 to 300,000. Because we are paying the facilitators, we are paying for certification, because we partner with Metropolitan School of Business, United Kingdom. So that are giving us certification because those dates they are part of the trainer. So we are giving back to realtors. So if I see realtors coming and saying, 100,000, where did I want to see 100,000? See, if you don't spend on your head.
Exactly. And that goes to the branding, you need it.
Yeah, if you don't spend on your head, you will not become the head, or you will not be ahead. So you have to spend money on yourself. So when we started, we will make more money. We'll put that money back on education. Education is they say if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. If you try ignorance, you'll be in darkness. And you will not even come out. So if you want to be among the top 100 realtors in Nigeria, you have to attend the Billionaire Realtors Group.
Yeah.
It's not meant for just the BRG
I was gonna go,
realtors
yeah.
alone. People from outside that are in other brokerage firms, they can come and study
Yeah.
at it. Even people coming from
Outside Nigeria.
Outside Nigeria.
Yes, they want to know more about this business. They should. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. See, we notice that the leaders in this industry are not just people that are coming in that just want to sell. I want to sell. I remember there is a lady that came to BROG, and this lady make some money. That time it was like 2016. It made around 400,000. You know, that time 400,000 in
Was a lot,
2016.
yeah.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money now.
So she came to me and said, Aspire, I just make this money. And I say, remove like 70,000 there on your education. Sir, do you know how many problems I have? This money is not even enough for me. I say, no. This is the books. These are the books you have to buy, that you have to read. These are these short courses you can take that will make you to still become relevant in this industry. Do you know that this lady did not put that money? That did not remove that money and do what I asked her to do. 3 years down the line,
She was nowhere to be found.
she's not even. Anytime she comes around and see us, say, and you told me that time. Oh.
Wow.
But
Is it too late? Because it's never too late.
but you can still come back. But sometimes a lot of things has happened that will affect you. You know, the Bible says it is good for a young man to bear the yoke when he's still a youth. You know,
If you didn't do real estate, I think you were going to be a pastor. Am I correct?
He's a pastor.
Oh, he is actually a pastor. I could tell. Okay, go on.
So now,
Preach,
He just
preach.
missed his calling.
Preach on.
I don't miss my calling. I'm still doing what I'm doing. So now, she can't now do all those things I asked her to do. That time she was still single, but now you know, in your house you can be watching TV from morning. Now when you don't get children, your children they will be the one controlling the remote.
Exactly.
So now everything has changed. So, but I pray that she comes back and become what she's
You know,
supposed
one
to
thing
be.
about
So that's what ceremony is.
one thing about this our business is this.
Yeah.
See, the moment you disconnect yourself from the trend, you find it difficult to come back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I think that was what actually happened to that lady. And see, the day you stop learning,
So you start dying.
is that same day you start dying.
Yeah.
So can I speak
Yeah, definitely.
to that? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, in BROG, there's this thing that we believe. We believe in impacting to the next generation, other people coming on board. And if you look at the leadership of the BROG, they are not selfish leaders
Yeah.
that don't want the growth of others.
Yeah.
So if I can cite something in you and say, okay, you are very good in this, I would rather pick you and say, okay, come and do this thing, and I'll hand over to you. You can grow from there. When you grow too, another person can come. So you train that person.
So like it's a brand process. It goes
You,
on and on.
you understand? That is part of branding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you might not get this anyway.
It's sustainable.
Only on the real talk.
Yeah.
And you see, and that is the more reason why we have so many leaders in BROG that even as far I or Emmanuel might not be around for months. Everything will still go on smoothly the way it should. So that is part of it. So we believe in impacting to others, and when we build the BROG, it has always been part of the BROG culture to have an academy. And I think we had this before, even before COVID-19.
Before COVID, you started academy.
Yeah, we started before COVID-19.
Yeah.
That, we said, okay, we just started opening it to the outsider that, okay, let's blow it beyond the
us.
BROG. That we know there are a lot of people out there that actually want to learn one or two things pertaining to real estate, realtorship of it. Okay, let's leave it open. So BROG will impact in a lot of people. Then we say, okay, go and do good. And when we see each other, you meet me outside and tell me I've attended one of your programs. I'm so happy and I'm seeing you doing good. Which is
And
good.
that is good branding for you,
Of
actually.
course, that is good for me. So we might not necessarily be a partner to your business or whatever thing you do, but you can't take away the fact that in one way or the other we've impacted into your business.
Yeah.
Yes. And again, we are happy. We are part of those people building the sector. For that training that we are doing, it's not just for our company alone. You know, they say the real estate sector, this is, we have this deficit and the rest. So the more we pass out this knowledge and the more people are getting trained, the more the sector will become better. The more the sector will become better, we'll now have a lot of good people, in the industry. Because if you have so many wrong, the people that you say that are shaking their bonbons, bring their bonbons, they did not go through the BRG Academy.
Okay.
If they went through the BRG Academy, they will not be
They will
shaking their
know
bonbons.
better.
They will be focusing on the asset that they are selling, not on their this, because the way they take that camera, is
Tony, you know, right?
Yes,
you know, right?
They will say, yeah, focus on this. Is it not as you are selling? Why are you?
Well, you know, talking about the success of BRG, I will also talk about the fact that you all have expanded to other African countries, and that's the beautiful power of branding. Because, you know, I know people that have mentioned you from Kenya, especially which we're going to talk about. Kenya, you have a lot of people in Kenya, in Ghana as well, and all of that. But I want to just quickly highlight some of the success, you know, for the Kenyan developers. Let's even talk about them, because I know that it's like we have a family in Kenya, right? You know, so I just wanted to quickly highlight on that.
Okay, our last academy that we did for developers, we took around 36 developers to
36
Kenya.
to 40.
Please, I'm a developer next year. I want to go to Kenya.
So we took around 36 developers to Kenya. When we got there, we see everything that they do there. And one thing that marveled those Kenyans that came for our event is the way we bring in about cooperation. You know, it is now cooperation, not just competition. And it's collaboration over competition now. That is what we believe. That is, if you look at us, we've been together for more than 25 years.
More than 30 years.
Yes, we've been together from when we are little.
But that doesn't mean they don't fight sometimes.
You know, so and we'll be doing business together.
Yeah.
So the Kenyan developer, they saw, say, wow, I love we love your spirit. And he said their own is that they will be fighting themselves over there and the rest. And we noticed something. It is not even the Kenyans that are building most of those houses that you are seeing. People coming to build those houses are from
their country.
They are Chinese, the Germans. They are coming they bring money to the company and the rest. So then I said, it is you guys that are even developing in Nigeria. I said, yes, it is we guys that are developing. They were so surprised. So from your home country, you can build a lot of billionaires coming in and doing something in that same country. See, America, the Chinese and the rest, they can't come to our country to build our country for us. It is we that will build our country. So we in Nigeria, we are now like a leader. We are not the leaders telling other Africans how to do it. Right from the BRG Academy, how we train our leaders, our developers, how we train our realtors. We are taking into other parts of Africa that this same thing that is happening in Nigeria can happen in Kenya. This same thing that is happening in Nigeria can happen in South Africa. This same thing that is happening in Nigeria can happen in Ghana. So we are the what do you call it? We are like the champion of the industry.
I love the fact that I've been
pace
hearing,
setters.
I've been hearing we. I want to. It's a personal question though, but I've just been curious, and I'm sure some of our audience will be curious as well. How did you meet? The three of you, right? Very briefly, is it that you all started the BRG at once? Because the we just seemed like...
Okay.
I'd like to know the story behind that.
Before I answer your question, let me briefly talk about this. The BRG Academy, the Kenya tree.
Talk about the developers.
Developers. You see what? When you're in partnership with people, you also have to take interest in their development. Most especially in the development of their company, because you guys are in partnership. Whatever thing they do wrong,
that happens to them,
comes to fall back to you. So you need to understand that you need to look into some gray areas at which you can actually help them fine-tune a lot of things. So we traveled to Kenya with some of our realtors, some of our developers. We had about 36 to 40 developers that went there. No, they couldn't believe what they saw there, what they got, the value they got in that place. And you know why? And we deliberately let it be so, because, you know, when we say, okay, we are going to Kenya for Developer Summit, a lot of people believe in it. Some did not. It is those that believe in it, they were thanking God that thank God I was able
Okay.
to make it to this event. That was what they were telling us there. And you know what? A lot of going back to that branding that we talked about,
Yeah.
a lot of companies are not really doing good
In terms of branding.
in terms of branding,
Yeah.
Even in their delivery.
even in their delivery and in terms of structure.
Structure.
So because we didn't just bring speakers, we brought in people that are in the business that knows
Over the years.
that they've done multiple projects. So before we left Kenya, one guy sacked 3 people from his office.
Wow.
The other one sacked 4 people from the office. Another one sacked 2 people from the office. Said, now I know better.
When you know better, you do better.
He said, now I know better. Okay, what happened? Why did you sack this people? Say this person happens to be my salesperson. He has not brought in more than 1 million naira for a whole year. The other person, this one, I've been trying to make some move. She always blocked me.
Wow.
And said, okay, no, this cannot work like that. And now I can see with what I've learned here. And believe me,
Some of them went back to train.
and some of them, they now took what they learned from the Kenya trip. They took it back to their company and they started practicing all of that. And it's working well for them. So we are not also some set of leaders that will know something or not be hiding it for you. I believe that if I can bring you up and you are doing good, I'm also going up.
Yeah. Because the more we talk
Because
about
if I don't actually leave this space,
yeah,
I won't move to the next place.
next level.
So why will I be blocking all the ways to move you up? What?
True. But let's talk about the Lacera as well, because I know that I don't know which of you attended. Was it the both of you or
Both
just
of us.
Okay, what are some of the points you picked from
Lacera.
about branding actually?
Okay, Lacera, which is the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority.
Yeah.
So we were there. It's on it was on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, on Tuesday last week we were there.
This week.
Was it I think was it this week or last week? I think it was this week.
Friday.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm saying
Big man problems.
Wow. So we were there and we saw how the Lagos State government, in collaboration with the developers, the real estate developers, and the realtors also, to make sure that everything in Lagos we are having seamless instead of the problem that we normally have. So we noticed a lot of things. The head of that body has been changed, and we have a new person there now, and we are now working together with government to make sure that you are buying real estate, you are not buying the property that you will buy at the end, they will not be scattering it. You see what happened recently in those areas. So now everything is now getting, so for our company, what we learn is that we should be having more of that, which they will be now be doing like every quarter. That is a stakeholder meeting within the government and the developers and the realtors. So then those programs we are having in title, getting your title, getting your approval, getting your permit, all those things are what are being. So for a real estate company like us, we've always make sure that we do the right thing. For our building, we don't cut corners. All our documentation, for all our property, in no time, maybe you buy this property and it has a CFO, in no time we get our own governor's consent within the 6 months of this. So those are what we discussed on that day with the government, that why is it taking so long for you to get this, and so which they promise us. So if the meeting is being held every quarter, in no time, the problem we are experiencing in Lagos, we will not be having it anymore.
Well, amazing, great one. Okay, you want to share something?
The meeting was actually about the stakeholders in the industry, and government is trying in our effort
In their own way,
to try as much as to partner with the developers, because in every country, of course, you have to be in partnership with the developer, because they are the architect of the country or the state. So the government is trying all effort to make sure that the issue of title documentation and the rest will be seamless, and at the same time to discourage some kind of transactions whereby that will land, the realtors and the developers in trouble, in problem. So we're able to learn a lot of things from there, and also pour out our own concern and the rest. Our government too can help us fast track the process of documentation and make it seamless for us to, because either we like it or not, these are the things that actually affect development too.
Yeah.
So if I'm putting in for approval and taking forever for me to get my approval out, or I'm putting in for consent or CFO, it's taking forever for me to get it done. So it's tied down a lot of things, which means I can't build, I can't do anything. So when I get all of that done and the rest, so I think government too, and from next year it's not going to be, it's going to be a different ball game entirely.
So I believe that Nigeria should be like a leader to other countries, because other countries that will go. Our friend that we went to meet to his house in Rwanda, remember?
Yeah.
That went with us in Rwanda.
You can process your CFO today, get it today or tomorrow.
The guy used like 1 week. And what do you know why it's even used 1 week?
Why?
The wife, he bought the property, the name of his name and the wife's name.
Okay.
Then I said, since your wife is not here, we have to wait for your wife to come.
Back.
Wow.
To come. That's why it took like 1 week. Within 48 hours, you can get your CFO. I say, wow. And everything is online. So Nigeria too should tend to that way, so that look at it, this is the age of artificial intelligence.
True.
Things business are being done at the speed of thought.
Yeah.
We can't be waiting and you wait
No
forever.
more waiting. And it's just
Yes.
beautiful to see that the government is doing that. And talking about gatherings, as we are planning to wrap up, because we'll be wrapping up soon, talking about gatherings, what's really the importance of networking for a realtor, of networking and going out, meeting different people? Like some realtors will be like, oh, I want to be a realtor, but I don't really go out like that. Of course, I can tell you that it's not possible, but I just want you to tell me, in the means of branding, what are some of the importance of a realtor to go outside and really, really network?
Okay. For realtor, it's very, 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 very important to network. Every time I was talking about our stories. When we started that time, we'll find all means to leave our area, which is Ajigunle, because what I'm selling, I don't say people in Nigeria cannot buy it, but a lot of people in Nigeria cannot buy what
This
I'm
is
selling.
definitely going to trend if you had said that.
So now what we do is that we'll leave our Ajigunle, we'll go to Ikeja, where I know that I can meet people that can afford to buy
The
what
big
I
boys.
sell. Do you know that we'll pay for water? It's hard to buy, that normally now pure water with the drink. But we'll just have to look for that money and buy a bottled water. Me and my partner will just be there drinking one big
Water, not even drink.
so that we can meet people as they are coming into the mall,
Yeah.
coming into the maybe the restaurant that we are sitting, so that we can meet somebody and talk to the person about what you do and how to get to know that person and the rest. Because I believe that you should not look just at that time. Everything we do is we want to sell. I want blue, I want sell. But when we start learning that I have to meet you, I have to know you, because you won't buy from me if you don't know me. If you don't know me, if you don't like me, if you don't trust me. So we make sure that these are the first things that we work on ourselves first. So for people to like us. So that meeting, those outside gatherings, those concerts. So we'll be looking for that time now. We'll be looking for
I can
events
imagine
on paper.
to go.
We'll be looking for event on paper.
Where they happen today? Where will they go?
Dangote is coming to
I will go there by force, by fire.
The correct number. For more inquiry, we'll call the number. Please, I want to know, I'm coming to this event. What and what did I need to go? That's how we see ourselves at events. And then we start meeting people. There's one I went. Dangote and Cecilia Ibru, former Oceanic Madam, was the guest keynote speaker. It's these bankers. The bankers they are weak. So what happened is I called and they said I can come for the meeting, but I did not. And we still talking about dressing.
I'm branding.
So I dressed well. I put on my trouser, a white shirt. I talking. But when I got there, I noticed that everybody are putting on suits. You know how bankers did. I was so. As I want to enter the hall, I saw a lot of people putting on suits. If you don't dress The way other people are
But
dressing,
yeah.
your confidence.
Your confidence will drop immediately.
Actually.
This one to just enter the hall. I was not asking the bouncer.
Yeah.
I said, yes, you can go in, you can go in. And I
Wow.
went in.
Yeah.
But that the content I got. So you can't just, you are not an island.
Yeah.
You can't just say you
Power of
want to be in your
networking.
room and make it.
Yeah.
You want to
You
throw
have
more
to
light on
network,
that?
Yeah.
Of course, yes. So, firstly, what are you selling? Your house or buildings out there? So, before you can sell building out there, you need
have
to
to be
come
out
out
there.
of your environment and go out loud and say,
Yeah.
like this popular, there's this particular word that we normally say that three things will affect your life: your location, association, and information.
Yeah.
The location that you have will determine the kind of people you relate with, which is association, right?
Yeah.
The relation with other people will determine the kind of information you get.
Yeah.
And these are the things that will help your life. Now, even though you don't have money, you don't have much money like that for you to live the kind of life
Lavish
you want
life, yeah.
to live, you need to package yourself kind of. They will say, fake it to make it. I'm not saying you should fake it. But what
I
I'm
believe
saying,
in fake it to make it,
what
actually.
I'm saying, you need to look good.
Yeah.
That goes back to the dressing.
Yeah.
that we're
Not, you
talking
need to look
about.
good, but look good nicely.
Modest way.
So when you
Yeah.
when you look good, go to places like my Pastor Paul Adefarasin will say, you don't need to have the money in this world for you to be connected with powerful men.
True.
Look nice, even though it is one pure bottle water you want to take.
Yeah.
Take it. You go to this fine, good restaurant that you know that big men will come there.
Yeah.
See, why they were passing, stay in a strategic location whereby you yourself, when you will be sitting down, cross your leg and do like I think 4 minutes. So when you stand up to approach them, they say, "Oh, okay, I saw you when I was coming." With people. So you need to look nice. You need to look okay.
Yeah.
To look the
So
part.
that becomes part of you.
Yes.
So I think that's what I have to say about
you
that.
know.
So,
So
you
of
did
course-
more of sorry, you did more of traditional marketing when
Of
you
course.
started.
Yeah.
So for those that are doing traditional marketing and online marketing out there, do you mind sharing what platform is best for them to market, if there be any? And also for traditional marketing, how you already explained a lot about that, too, but focusing on the online marketing.
The online marketing, it actually depends on you.
Look for what
Okay.
is best for you.
Like what I said the other time, that you should know what works well for you. What is working well for me might not be what will work well for you. Every other social media platform is there. You can try her.
Okay.
Don't leave one untouched. Try as much as possible. Be on every platform.
Okay.
And okay, my product is here, my brand is here, and do more of branding than selling, and don't do direct selling or direct branding. Because at the end, what you need is sales. You need people to patronize you.
To buy.
You need people to patronize you. Like if you look at what we do, if you look at my social media handle now, you discover that we do more of a little bit lifestyle and the events and the projects.
Yes. Yes.
You will not even see price on.
Right.
You will not see
Yeah,
price.
right, yeah.
And you know why? People don't want to be sold to. People don't like if you are coming to
Don't
sell
throw it
to
in
them.
my
They
face.
buy.
Yeah.
People like to buy. They don't want to be sold.
They don't want to be sold. So they don't like you just telling them that, you are selling this how much, and after that, no other information again. You know what? Let them be the one that will ask the information, but before they will ask you, you must look it. There's a particular person that called me a few months ago. I said, okay, I've been following you back since 3 years ago.
Wow.
I've been following you way back since 3 years ago. And he was like, and we are really talking on a particular thing now. So you have to look good. Brand yourself, be on every social media platform. There are some people that will tell you Facebook is where they get their clients.
Yeah.
Some will tell you Instagram, some will tell you Twitter, some will tell you LinkedIn.
TikTok. People really sell on TikTok as well.
Some will tell you LinkedIn. But you need to understand that the content on all these social media platforms must be, there's a way they work. You cannot take Facebook content
And put on
and put on
Instagram.
Instagram to do well. It will not do it because they have their own algorithm. There's a way it works.
Yes.
So you just go and learn.
Instagram, so when
Yeah.
when you write the LinkedIn now, it's a corporate platform. It's a corporate platform.
Yes.
When you Instagram, na social life.
Social.
Yeah.
So if you put a picture or an update on Instagram now, you might get
Can't put that. Yeah.
good impression of 70 likes, 200 likes. Go and take that same content,
put on
put on LinkedIn. You will not see one like.
Very true.
Very true.
So you need to
Very
understand that all these platforms, they are there for different purposes.
Yeah.
Like LinkedIn, this is what they're meant for. Facebook, some people will even tell you they don't do Facebook. You know why? Because they believe that Facebook people are not serious people.
Actually, what works for you at the end of the day?
So
Do you get? So you need to understand this is what works for you best.
Yeah.
So you stick to it.
Yeah.
and like to buttress what he's saying. So on you being online, don't just go there and you are looking. You just want to sell. You just want to come to their face and give value.
Yeah.
When you give value, people
will actually come
they
to
will
you before you even
So
go
you are
to
giving
them.
value. You can just like what she's doing now on social media, which is on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
She's try to give value. Say today I want to talk to you about CFO, how to get your CFO.
Yeah.
What do you need about this thing? It's not even advertising
Yeah,
any
at least
property.
people now
so
learning.
you are giving value to
value.
them. They will now look at it. When you give, people, you have to touch the heart before they give you their
Before
hands.
you touch the pocket.
Yes.
Anyway,
Don't leave me.
it's been quite an exciting conversation. But
Yeah.
before we play our games, we definitely have games. So we've spoken a lot now. We're going to listen up. But before we do the games quickly, I just want you to give me your final words on branding, since that's what we really focus on
Yes.
today. So I'll start with you, Mr. Aspire.
So my final word is that anything you do, you have to know when you talk about branding. Branding is top of the mind. You have to be the brand that people want to always see, and it really helps in real estate for developers, for realtors. You notice that for developers that are top of mind, maybe they've done a whole lot of campaign on their own to bring out their product for people to see or talk about the brand. When realtors are selling that brand, say, I know this.
Heard about it.
It's already in the top
Top
of
of
mind.
mind, yeah.
So the same for realtors also. Before you have to spend so much money to reach people, but now you have a social media and the rest. Try and build content. You don't need to have a professional camera or something. Your phone, this
phone
phone
is
that
your
you are
power.
using, your phone is your power.
phone
Your
is-
phone is your money.
Yes.
This
clear
phone
camera.
don't have a phone that have a good camera that you
Yeah.
can use. You can start with the smallest phone. A whole lot of things that you can do with your phone.
True. I agree.
That you say want to start using the camera, you may not be able to learn it.
Yeah.
That you can learn online. Many pictures that I start taking picture myself, good picture. I learn it online. I will go to.
Hey, I will go and check your page.
I will go.
His picture's popping now.
No,
His pictures are popping.
no, if you don't snap
dripping
me
now.
well, I'm not. So you have to be deliberate. So realtors, be deliberate on what you put out there. Let people see your spirit in it.
Yeah.
Let people see your passion in it. Let them see your emotion in that thing you are putting out there. Become an influencer yourself. Influence. By the time you start influencing on what you sell, at the end of the day, money will start coming your way. So people buy from those people that they know that anytime that they come online, this is the person that they see, this person that is giving them value.
Yeah.
They will carry their money and give that person.
That person.
But you that is all there, me, I'm a gentle person. Though. You are gentle, you will not make
You
money.
will not make
They'll
it.
pass over
There
you.
you have it. Okay, so let me go to you, Mr. Gbenga.
One thing I want to say about branding is this. Like I said, branding is very good, but you must understand something that it takes time too.
Yeah.
You must understand the difference between sales, marketing, and branding. So these three things are three different things, but of course they work together pari passu. You need to understand that your branding takes time to sink into people's head.
Yeah.
And how would this happen? You, as the carrier of the vision, need to understand that where you are going to, where you are starting from, and where you are heading to.
Yeah.
So when you understand that aspect, that will give you a clear direction of your branding and maybe marketing concept that you can use to approach the market. Then that will not determine the customers or the client that you, as a brand, will attract.
Yeah.
So we need to get that. And let me make this as an example. Tributat as a brand, we are not that kind of company that will be out there before.
Yeah.
You can't see us anywhere. It was deliberate. So during this period, we are busy working to make sure that we have what will I call it? We have content.
Okay.
And
Content is the aspect of products.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by content. And and we have a lot of companies out there that they are not even doing what Tributat is doing. And they are all over.
Making all the noise.
You know what? And when we ask people outside, when they ask us, we trace ourselves that the founders of Tributat say they've never heard of that name before.
Yeah.
And we call one particular and say, I've known of this company, I've known this. And
I've not done what you've done.
And you've not done half of what you've done. And we were just pushing. So not until when we have enough, like they will say, evidence, you go explain tire, no evidence.
Yeah.
But this one, evidence there. So
It choke.
And so, you need to understand that aspect. Build yourself.
Build yourself.
Self-development is very, very important as well. So because it will rub off on your brand.
Yeah.
Either you like it or not. The brand must not outgrow you.
All right.
True.
Once that's happened, then you are gone. Because the brand might be far powerful than you that you might not be able to control. Yes. We all build the brand that want the brand to outgrow us at a point. If you get to that
So we
stage.
should build capacity.
So you as a realtor or as a developer must also build capacity.
Amazing, quite an insightful conversation. I have totally enjoyed it. But before we even wrap up, we're about to play our little game to,
So
let
get
them be,
ready.
because the tension has been too much. So let's just calm it down. So you're going to pick from here, and whatever question you see, you're going to answer.
You should pick first.
No, he's going to pick first. Of course, he's going to pick first. So, so pick one.
Yeah, interest.
Okay, I can stand up. Okay. So what does he say?
And you have to answer the question.
What does he say?
Yes, nah. This is very simple. He said, can you give me 5K now? 5K in Naira.
$5K.
Dollar. Is it 5K in Naira or 5K?
Thank God Tony picked that one. Okay, let's go. I wanted him to pick the most difficult one. Okay.
You see? You'd have picked first.
I swear. Yes.
Let me pick the one. I
Pick.
don't trust it.
Okay.
Ria, oh.
What they say, Ria, is your producers.
Ria, oh.
Okay. What's that?
How much you should have in your account?
And if you don't answer, then
You have to
fine.
answer.
How will you now confirm that?
Are you confident?
It's true. Oh, he can lie. Okay, I have a lie detector. Roughly, with all the work that you have done, you call yourself billionaires.
I don't. Well, first, I
No,
don't
is it
keep,
personal account?
No, personal. No company. You want us to fall down here? No, personally.
actually, I don't keep money. In my account.
I hate when big men say that thing. They don't keep money.
Businessmen don't keep money in their account.
Right.
No, but is it really true?
It's
Yes,
true.
why will you keep money in your account? Why?
So I believe him
You know the
actually.
thing that I
I
was
don't keep money in my
talking to like a very wealthy person, and he was like, "Ria, I swear to God, I have less than 500,000 in my account." And I'm like,
Yeah.
Exactly. I have less than that.
"Please
I have less
speak."
than that.
It's a lie.
So I don't, because I believe that by tomorrow you don't know what the exchange rate
You'll be.
will be.
Yeah.
It means I'm losing every day.
Okay, that's quite sensible. But you have more than 500,000. Let's okay.
This is the main question. What do you love most about
Real estate.
real estate? Wow. I love real estate so much. For me, I believe real estate is, when the world was created, the first thing that God did, let us create. God started real estate. So,
Taking that quote out.
yes, I love real estate. That from when I was so little, I go for events. I will go for real estate events. I will live for Ajigula. I will go for real estate events in Maryland and the rest to make sure that I gain knowledge.
Yeah.
And it has impacted on everything about me. Real estate
One word.
It's life.
Okay, life. Okay, so you have
Real
the last
estate
one.
is life. Okay.
That's the last one.
I have the last
Real
one.
estate is life. I like that quote actually. What is that? I think that's the intimate one because there was one intimate question.
Hey! I really that.
Yeah.
At what age did you fall in love?
Yes. Don't you say thank God I did not take it.
This question to our people as well. Why do I take this one?
Okay, so at what age did you fall in love? Your wife is watching, everybody's watching. At what age did you fall in love? Speak fast.
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
Shy.
Your wife is not the person you fell in love with first.
So speak, at what age?
What do you about me?
God, you are starting. This one men want to lie. One thing about me.
Let me
What
just say
age,
this briefly.
Mr. Gbenga, did you know that I was in love with this person? What age?
If I say it, you won't laugh.
No, say it. We will not laugh. Say it. What
7
age?
years, 8 years. Don't worry, we'll
No,
not be
wait.
surprised.
What age?
You know where I grew up?
Say it. What age?
No, you might, those one might be infatuation
Okay.
when you are small.
No. What
Okay.
age did you know that you fell in? Like.
This is getting interesting.
Okay. So tell me what age? What age?
I think I'll be around. Then I'll be around 15.
This boy was a bad boy. That means he started early for what
He
he's
was a bad
saying.
boy.
You fell in love when he was a teenager.
15, you fell in love when he was a teenager. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, it has been an exciting conversation. We've spoken about branding, and I'm sure that right now you picked up everything we said, and your branding will be better. Branding is very important. Like I said earlier on, branding can take you from 0 to 100, and if you do it wrongly, it can take you from 100 to 0. My name is Ria Abdul, but not to worry, we're back again next week with an amazing and insightful conversation with the very best, because we bring you nothing but the very best content. Thank you so much for watching, Sarah.
And I still remain your favorite dread girl, Sarah Smiles Omokoya. See you on the next one.